Hello, friends. Hello, masters. Welcome to Global Women Empowerment Sessions 2020. I'm Sri Lakshmi from UK. And under the guidance of Brahmarshi Patriji, we have started this Triple One Days Global Goddess Meditation Circle with Triple One Feminine Masters across the globe. Feminine energy is all about receiving, my dear friends. So let's receive abundance of wisdom from various masters on this platform. So we successfully entered into day 27 of our program. Today we have with us Diksha from Nagpur, and she'll be talking about the Shakti's journey. Before starting our first session, let's meditate for 2 minutes, my dear friends. So, everyone, please close your eyes and start to focus on your normal and natural breath. Let's invite all the divine goddess energies, angels, archangels, all the higher beings of love and light. Let's connect with them and meditate, my dear friends. Tune into their energies, experience their presence, their divine presence. Connect with them and meditate for 2 minutes. Let's receive divine healing energies, love and compassionate energies from all these masters. Let's send and radiate this divine love and compassionate energies to all the beings on this planet Earth. May all the living beings on this planet Earth live happy, healthy, and peaceful. Now, gently place your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds, my dear friends. Now you can slowly open your eyes. So I'm so happy to introduce today's speaker. She's Diksha. Diksha is a health coach, spiritual counselor, parenting enthusiast, and a meditation teacher. She's from Nagpur but settled in Bangalore. Her spiritual journey started in 2012 when a deep seeking opened the new portal of existential reality beyond the physical dimension. In 2015, she got introduced to Pyramid Spiritual Society's movement and embarked on a beautiful journey of soul growth. Currently, she's offering knowledge sessions and counseling to seekers for issues related to health and nutrition, parenting, emotional intelligence, and divine feminine. She's also a spiritual tablet counselor trained under Dr. Gopalakrishna. So, Diksha, we are so happy. We welcome you, Diksha. Diksha, over to you now. Yes, Diksha, we can hear you.
Hello. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, Diksha. Please,
Okay,
yeah.
great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me today. And uh, yeah, so today is I'm fortunate to be a part of this Global Goddess meet, which is conducted by Sri Lakshmi. It's a very, very great initiative. And I always like had this idea of divine feminine being taken you know, further. So she is doing a great job, and I'm very happy to be a part of this. So today my topic is Just to be in short, if I have to tell you about my journey and my connection with Shakti, or the divine feminine. So there is something called, everybody has a hero's journey or a heroine's journey, or their own journey, which they go through. So I also had my own journey, and there were different phases of the journey which I can connect right now after going through it, which I was not aware of when I was going through the journey. So I thought it will be a great idea to share the basic, the formula or a framework through which is common to everybody's journey. It may look different on the surface, but it is a basic framework, more or less here and there. But that if we understand that, and if we understand how the goddess, how the Shakti tries to find its own expression through everybody's journey. So for that, I thought it will be a great idea to share that framework, because after understanding that, I was like, I was able to understand my own journey to the deeper level, and also, let go of any regrets or any um, no whatever disappointments or any guilt or anything that was associated with the journey which has brought me to this level. So when I was in US, uh, I am an IT. I was an IT professional. I worked in IT. As a part of my project, I went to US. So there, I felt a lot of depression. I was just stuck with depression, and then through that journey, I just found my own strength, and some one experience that happened to me, a one vivid dream that uh, immediately got me out of depression and started the seed of awakening within myself. And from then on, I have been on this journey and walking this path and experiencing more and more of my own divine feminine nature, to embody it and to express it to the whole world, um, to whoever comes on my way, whoever meets me on my journey, to uh, help them with my own wisdom, with my own divine feminine aspect. So I've connect with Shakti, uh, the feminine aspect, and also the goddess Sekhmet. I feel connected to goddess Tara, green Tara. Yeah, so that's about it. So I wanted to share a presentation to show about the divine feminine journey, the Shakti journey, how the Shakti, everybody's journey, can we can relate to, through this framework. So if we can have the slides, please, Sri Lakshmi.
Yes, Diksha, I have added your
I have shared
presentation.
it.
Yes, now it's visible.
Visible?
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So today we are going to talk about Shakti's journey. Yeah, so there are four stages. The basic framework of the journey is there is a normalcy, there is everything is going very nice and no comfortable, and then we are hit with a crisis, and that crisis shakes you out of the normalcy, and then that crisis wakes up. It leads to lot of trauma also, suffering, pain, suffering, and it leads to trauma as well. And then you are put into an unfamiliar zone. Up till now, the life was working perfectly, and you are in a familiar zone, very comfortable and nice. And now the next level comes, and you are completely in an unfamiliar world. And there you are made to face your worst shadows, and everything that uh, you are not comfortable within yourselves. Okay, so that leads to, and then you are trying to make it work and grow up. You face a lot of growth pains as well, and then it leads to your transformation. And in this transformation, you discover your greatness, and you develop new capacities, and you also find some new powers within you which are born uh, while going along this journey. So, and then after this transformation, whatever the greatness, whatever the new capacities, whatever the power that you have unlocked within yourself, that those are the gifts that you are supposed to share with the world. And that is how your journey comes to a full circle. And there could be lot of such circles happening in everybody's life. We call them as the phases of the life. And this is a basic journey. Okay, it happens with everybody in smaller or larger scale. But this is an unconscious journey. Okay, so this journey is unconscious when we are not no consciously evolving, when we are just no sleepwalking through life, what I would say, when you're not aware, when you're not aware of your own self, who you are, and what life is all about, and why we are here, you're not aware of your purpose. And the same journey can also be done consciously. Okay, so in every walk of life, like every growing up process, every next phase of your life comes knocking on your door with a some kind of an evolutionary impulse. Okay, in that evolutionary impulse, so it is like trying to wake you to the next level. It's trying to give you the hints that about the next step. And that is when you anticipate some change. And if you anticipate the change and you know it's time to move on, it's time to take that next leap of faith towards your own evolution. You heed that call of your evolutionary impulse. And then in that process, but that cannot be done unless and until you let go of your old ways, you let go of your old self, you let go of your old conditioning, you let go of your everything, unlearn the things that were associated with the old you. So you have to dissolve those aspects of yourself. And then comes in that process, you engage consciously with, you engage your unrealized potential and the Shakti within yourself, the power within yourself. You consciously awaken it. You feel the birthing of that Shakti within yourself. And then the evolution, the phase that you're supposed to be there. You evolve to that next level. You find, you develop your new gifts and the capacities. And so this is your evolution is completed, but it is not, but your journey is incomplete unless and until you share this these gifts and capacities to the world, to transform the world, to find, to give this resolution to the world that there is a way that you do not need to go through a crisis. You can turn that no crap of the crisis into the compost of evolution. Okay, so you can turn that crap into compost, and you can turn, you can journey, you can make this journey consciously by heeding to the call of the evolutionary impulse and making that next step, being prepared to take the next step, and be ready and aware for that leap of faith. So, if you journey consciously, so we can avoid a lot of pain and suffering and the crisis and the trauma. So, that was a basic journey. So, there is a feminine aspect and a masculine aspect. So, it was a basic journey, and the journey will be different for the feminine and the masculine. So, for the masculine, the goal would be the quest for the power, while for the feminine, the goal would be the quest for the love, for freedom. And for the masculine, it would be that it will be task oriented. It the masculine would be looking for task and adventure, while the feminine would be looking for more nurturing aspects like relationship and romance. And what is the fear? The fear for the masculine is the fear of the failure. The fear is a fear of violation. The feminine fears to be violated. Shri Lakshmi, am I audible?
Yes, yes, Diksha, you're audible. Be little bit louder. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Okay, fine. So, and the resources which are available for the masculine are the resources of freedom, direction, logic, reason, focus, integrity, the left brain. Uh, kind of resources. And for the feminine, it's more creative, it's more surrender oriented, emotion, intuition, radiance, flow, sensuality, nurturing, affection, gentleness, patience, and vulnerability. Shall I go on? I think, is
Yes,
it okay if I go on?
yes, yes. You're on.
Okay, I thought that's something, some issues. Fine. Okay, so there are four stages. So this journey, which is a basic journey, it can be done for a heroine, for the Shakti, for the feminine. This journey is going to be little different. It will, the unconscious journey would look like it will be a loss of power or loss of violation, and the trauma would be that the coming to the grips of the limiting beliefs, the conditioning which is done by the society to tell that the inferiority of the feminine aspect, and coming to the belief of that limiting self belief is the trauma that you need to face as a Shakti. And then you slay in the process, you slay the dragons of the feminine inferiority, and while going through this journey, while slaying these dragons, coming to the grips of the limiting beliefs through the loss of power and violation, leads to the transformation, leads to the discovery of the necessary qualities of the Shakti within you. You identify that Shakti within you while journeying through this process. And as a gift, you find you find the new qualities, and those new qualities lead you to your new tribe, the tribe that vibrates at the level that you have reached now, at your next phase level, at your next evolutionary level, and you belong to that tribe. And once you find your place in that tribe, that new tribe, and you share your gifts with them. This new belonging gives you a new sense of freedom, and it's a flowering that happens in the process. So this was an unconscious journey for the feminine again. But how can we make it conscious? How can we heed that evolutionary impulse of, sense the blockage of the life force, that your life force as a feminine is getting blocked along the way as you are journeying, and pay heed to that evolutionary impulse. And as a part of the growing up process, the death of your old self, the death of the childhood, the death of your previous phase, it has to happen. So that you have to come out, that the shame, the grief, the rage, which was associated or which was uh, aligned for your journey, that you had to face along the way of your journey, the shame, the grief, the rage, just have to let go of that, and you have to accept the losses, accept your losses, and lay them to rest, put them to rest, accept them completely. And you grow up into the womanhood by embracing your Shakti completely, by embracing your feminine aspect completely. And in the process, you resurrect into the womanhood, into your complete feminine nature. You become your own mother. You become your own beloved. You do not need a parent further ahead in your journey because you became your own mother, you became your own parent. There is no need for the beloved. The beloved is, if the beloved is present, it is appreciated and admired and uh, being grateful for. But it is not out of need, it is out of your fulfillment that you are sharing, that you're ready to share the fulfillment. And then hold the, then when your journey is completed, it's time for hold the whole in an empowering way, and include more and more um, people in this journey. Find your tribe. Yeah, so like that, you complete your journey, you share your gift with the world by embodying that empowerment that comes along the journey, that comes throughout the process of consciously taking that journey. So, this is how a journey of a conscious woman, a conscious feminine would look like. So, it is a proactive journey, not a reactive one. And that is what the proactive one, where you take the leap of faith, where you take the, you're ready for the next phase, you're looking forward to the next phase, you're not just getting stuck in the comfort zone and not ready to evolve. So evolution is becomes your goal. That is how a conscious woman journeys, that is how a conscious feminine journeys. So the differences in the feminine and the masculine aspect of the journey is like, we can see that there is, for the feminine, there is a Shakti, which is the energy, while for the masculine, there is the Shiva, the consciousness. And the feminine is more associated with the right brain, and the masculine is more associated with the left brain. Feminine is relationship oriented, while the masculine is task oriented. And feminine leads from the feeling and the intuition, while the masculine leads from the thought and the intellect. And the focus is more on enjoying the journey, being relaxed in the journey. And for the masculine, the journey is it's like no, being too concentrated, completely converged, completely indulged in the journey. And what you discover and what drives the journey is for the feminine, it is a grace that drives the journey. While for the masculine, it is a will that drives the journey. So, so when we journey consciously, we become our individuated self who is always looking for that evolutionary impulse, is ready to move out of one evolutionary phase into the next, and has no regrets. The person, the individuated person, be it a female or a male, be it a feminine or a masculine, they become their own inner parent, they become their own inner child, they become their own inner partner, either a inner woman or a inner man. So you become a whole within yourself. There is no need for another to fulfill you. There's no need for another in terms of a parent, or in terms of a child, or in terms of a partner, a husband or a wife. So if they are there, it is just a bonus, but you're not incomplete without them. You're complete all by yourself. So that wholeness that happens in the process of this journey is that the hero, the Shiva, the masculine needs to open up open up its boundaries, which are very constricted and very rigid, and make them flexible. Be open to vulnerability, be open to love, and learn to say yes more often. While for the feminine, in the journey, in the process of the journey, the feminine has to learn to say no wherever it's not coming from her inner truth. She needs to say no and create boundaries to gain the security and to reclaim her power. Because no is not a bad word, it saves you from a lot of trouble. A lot of women, lot of feminine, they are so giving, they are so giving that they do not know when to stop. Sometimes they are over giving, they are over nurturing, they are over caring, and in the process they burn themselves out. So saying a no, respecting your own boundaries, respecting your own space and time, and honoring your mind, body, spirit, honoring your me time, and not feeling guilty about it. That is what will make a complete whole. So the feminine has to become a mindful woman, and the masculine has to become a heartful man. And this inner wedding, it has to happen within the person. So that is when we come in a perfect balance. And the society, if it happens in the society which is imbalanced right now, uh, so the men has to learn to become heartful, while the women have to learn to become mindful. And when they learn to say no more often, and when the men learn to say yes more often, and they become vulnerable and accepting and be accessible to love, and when the feminine reclaims her power and creates boundaries wherever necessary, That is when the whole, the balance, the complete balance, which is right now not there, it is distorted. It's like the wing of a bird. So both the wings are they are imbalanced. One wing is outstretched and one wing is just holding back. So the feminine wing is holding back and is not have found its own expression completely, while the masculine has overstretched itself beyond uh, what it was supposed to do. So the bird, which is the bird of this humanity, this is not able to fly, is not able to take that flight of evolution properly. The feminine has to open up and stretch the wing where up till when it where it is necessary, and the masculine has to hold back a little and off and let go of the greed and the need for power and superiority. And then the the bird the bird is going to have a beautiful flight with both the wings balanced. Yeah, thank you, that's about it. uh, with this I end my presentation, and I hope everybody was able to
Diksha, now
take
you
something away, take something from the presentation, if they were able to associate or learn something or relate to this journey with their own journey, and take away some points and how the humanity has to uh, evolve further. Mm. So thank you so much, I hope this is of some help. Yeah, yes, Sri Lakshmi, my presentation is completed.
yes. Now you can take
uh,
guided
we
meditation.
can take some meditation. Yeah, you can. Shall I take the meditation, or
Yes, you have to.
is it possible for you to play the music, or shall I play?
You can play Diksha. You can
Sure.
take 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes meditation.
Yeah. So everybody, please be seated comfortably. Cross your feet, clasp your fingers, and just focus on your breath. Your normal, natural, tender, tranquil breath. Just be with your breath. You focus on your normal, natural, tender, tranquil breath. Your incoming breath and outgoing breath. We are all the specks of the Shakti. The Shakti, the divine feminine, the energy, the creative force of the universe. She is trying to find her expression through you, through invoking your own inner power. Without the Shakti, there's no beauty, there's no love, there's no warmth, there's no creation. She is not weak, just that aggression is not her way. Her power is in love. She would rather win hearts than win any battles. She is a force, the driving force. In the dance of the Shiva in Shakti, she is the one who is expressing to experience herself by expansion of the consciousness of the Shiva. She's a healer. She's a dancer. She's a nurturer, the creator, the mother. She is the life force. She's awakening. She's rising to reclaim her power, to bring about the balance, to make, to bring about wholeness. Embrace her. Honor her. Allow her to awaken within you. Allow the left and the right, the up and the down, the in and the out, the above and below, to find the balance through her rising. The perfect balance within yourself. Allow your mind and the heart to work as a one tool. Allow them to meet at your high heart, and then it doesn't matter if you think from your heart or you feel from your mind. It's all the same. Allow them to work in perfect unison. Find your own yin yang within yourself. Find your own Ardhanarishwara within yourself. Become whole. And then you become holy. Thank you. Bring your awareness back to your body. Feel your body, feel your surrounding. Last 2 minutes. Last 1 minute. You may gently put your fingers on your eyes. And on the count of five, five, four, three, two, one, zero, you may open your eyes. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Diksha. Thank you so much for the wonderful session and the wonderful meditation. I really enjoyed a lot, Diksha. Thank you so much. And beautifully explained about you shared a beautiful point that women has to be mindful and men has to be heartful. What a beautiful statement or point it is. Thank you so much. And beautifully explained about all the important characteristics and the traits of the woman and the men, about the divine masculine and the feminine. So thank you so much for this wonderful session, Diksha.
Yeah, thank you very much. I just want to give credit for this wisdom has come from the book called Shakti Leadership, which is written by Raj Sisodia and another beautiful, wonderful lady. It's a very nice book.
Mm-hmm.
So I have learned a lot from that book. So I would recommend that book to everybody, Shakti Leadership.
Shakti
Uh,
leadership. Wow. So
yeah.
who is the author? Who is the author?
The author is Raj Sisodia and
Mm-hmm.
Nilima Bhatt. So this is the book that I recommend to
Wow.
everybody. It's a
Wow.
beautiful book. It can be used by the corporates as well for growing their business and bringing that feminine aspect, that Shakti aspect into the business world and the corporate world as well. So
That's
it can be implemented anywhere. So there's thank you so much for having me. I hope the information that I shared it helps everybody.
definitely, definitely it helps. Yeah, because in this short span of time, you explained very beautifully all the points, and thanks to that author of the book who wrote that book, Shakti, what Shakti's leadership, right?
Shakti
Leadership.
leadership.
Yes, yes, and hope. Thank you so much, friends, and hope you all have enjoyed this wonderful session by Diksha. And thank you so much. Thank you all for joining these sessions and utilizing these sessions. Tomorrow, let's connect with one more master. Until then, bye, friends. Bye, masters. Once
Thank
again,
you.
thank you,
Bye.
Diksha. Thank you.
Bye. Thanks
Yes.
for having me. Bye.